people be in relationships and be feeling alone. That's the worst thing.
And that was my last
being
situation.
single and feeling alone. That's so different.
Alone. Yes. I felt so alone, and this whole time I'm like, I was so afraid of maybe feeling that feeling, but I was in that relationship and feeling that feeling, and now I don't even have that feeling. Correct. Damn, I should have been single a long time ago.
Yeah.
Hello, and it's not the fact that I.
Okay. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl Kiki back with our last episode in season 1 of Kicking It with Key. So our last episode, if you saw episode 9, you saw that we had 9 people on the line. So I said, listen, I'm not coming back if y'all bring 9 people on the show. So we had to make it nice, small, and intimate today. I got one beautiful lady and I got one handsome man here. And we're just going to go ahead and get it started. So I want to introduce Miss The Official Quail. Hey, Quail, how you doing?
I'm great. How you doing?
Listen, I am doing amazing. When I seen you walk up, it was like a ray of sunshine. I was like, is this girl a supermodel? Like, I don't know if the cameraman can zoom in on this, but this lady right here is so beautiful. Like, I seen it radiate in front of her when she got out the car. Now, lastly, last but not least, we brought a gentleman because you know I have to make it even. I have to make it fair since it's not girl talk. I brought my executive producer, the owner, the visionary behind Be The Model, Mr. Teddy J. How you doing today?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
You doing good? Thank you. Thank you for coming on the show. Listen, this is the man with the plan. This is the mastermind. He's the reason that Kicking It with Key is here today. So I am so happy that you took the moment to come from behind the camera and sit on the panel with me.
Thanks. I appreciate the love. You know what I mean? Do what we can here on the Be The Model Network. You know, it's our job to help promote beauty, entertainment, you know, skills.
In the black community.
In the black community.
Hello.
We have beautiful women right here.
Hello.
So we got this. Y'all keep watching. Keep supporting, and we appreciate all the fans out there.
Yes, and I'm feeling you with this red. What was you thinking today when you put this red on?
Hey, I thought I was hot, you know what I mean?
Yes,
I looked in the mirror, I said, damn, that's a hot dude, man. Let me put the red.
He's right. Now he said, we got some beauty coming today. I got to show her.
Yes, exactly. I might, you probably need to take that top off because all the attention is on you today, and I'm not liking that. I'm not liking it, but you know what? I'm going to act like the shirt is black. Okay,
that's good.
But I'm feeling it. You looking good.
Thank you.
You looking good. Always coordinated.
All right.
So, okay, now that we're all acquainted, we're just gonna go ahead and jump right into it. So, listen, when I post things on the timeline, you know, people, they have questions for me. Sometimes they have questions. They write me on the timeline. They write me in a DM. And one of the questions that a gentleman asked me, he said, does size matter? Does size matter to a woman?
Oh, okay, I thought you were talking about ass size.
It can be ass size. It can be ass size, but the man was asking to women, does the size of a man's manhood matter? Now, I don't know who want to answer that first. You being a man, do you feel like...
I mean, I wouldn't really know.
You wouldn't know from a woman's perspective, but do you feel like...
I'm pretty sure a woman wouldn't want, like, you know, a pinky size, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to be able to work with something.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I would think size does matter in an aspect, you know what I mean? So
only men that knew that they have manhood talk about size.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. Size do matter.
Yeah, I think size matters, and it's just the motion in the ocean matters as well.
That's true.
If you have the size, but you don't know how to stroke it.
That was going to be my point. Because, like, you can have the size, but what if you have the size, you can't, you know, you
might just be stabbing.
Yeah, you probably ain't got no stroke to the, stroke to it.
Yes.
And then you got the little ones that probably got all the motion.
Yeah.
Correct.
So it all depends on what you get.
And that's what everything is.
Correct.
We can't just count the little man out, you know.
No, because you know what? The little men be having the most kids these days.
Hey, you know, And I think the people who are less like endowed, they probably put more into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
correct.
They learn how to use what they have to make it better.
Correct. And I think that's why some men that be on the bigger end, that their sex is not always a 10, because like you said, when a man is smaller, they know that they, number one, have to captivate the woman. They know that they got to kind of make that woman fall in love with them first. You know, they got to know how to really do foreplay. They really got to know how to like do other things before it gets to that moment. And I feel like when a man know that they already, you know, have a anaconda, it's like, oh, you already got this.
It's the cockiness. It's the cockiness for me.
Correct. It's the arrogance, the cockiness. They feel like they already 10 steps ahead.
So they ain't even trying to do foreplay. They just trying to say, this is what I got.
Get right to it. You know, and just be like,
just worship it. You feel me?
Correct. They not taking no time to do no foreplay. They not caressing you. They not taking their time. They ain't even making love no more.
Correct.
They just
go, oh my gosh. Listen, but what I must say, there has been times, okay, I have been in love with a smaller one. I ain't gonna say it was a little one, but you know, if they got other things that is checking the box off, like I can probably overlook a little something. But you know, you gotta be, like you said, you gotta make up for it in other areas. You just can't be a Vienna and then out here being like, you can't be ugly, broke, Vienna, and not doing this and that.
It's a total package, right? But that's what we say with females too. We say like the prettier female, we'll give them a pass on, you know, their ass might be a little smaller, or they might not have that much, you know, breasts. But the face, you know, kind of makes up for it. But like to me, the uglier you are, those other attributes got to like go up. It's like
it got
a skill and balance.
Yeah, because nowadays, but you know, nowadays they have surgery. Just get on the table. So she ain't got no ass. She just corrected. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
So it's like, it's hard to find a total package, but it all in who you meet, whoever you come across, what their preferences are. Because you could be ugly, but you know, I'm gonna start dating for not how you look now. Because it be the ones
but then I say that on the other episode.
They just be dogging you out. I don't want to date.
Because with that, it comes with, they feel like, you know, a lot of them feel like they're at a certain level. You know what I mean? When you try to date someone that's like a 10, or, you know, there's not much 10s around here, but you know what I mean? I'm just saying. So they feel like they're not going to do as much.
Correct.
Because they feel like they already have it. You know, they feel like they're giving you an opportunity or something that, you know.
And I feel like it's nothing wrong with dating someone that is attractive, because attraction is important when you're dating someone. But for me personally, I don't necessarily say, okay, yeah, well, he look, as long as he like a 5 to 6 or like a 6 to a 7, I'll take the chance and opportunity. Now, you just can't be hideous. Like, I have to be able to stomach you, look at you, want you to touch me. But for me to just be like, oh, this man gotta be fine. He gotta be chiseled. He gotta look like whatever the chestnut man is. Like, you don't have to look like that. Morris Chestnut, sorry. Listen, he used to be cute to me when I was a child, but as I grew up, he wasn't like that attractive to me as
because everybody get old.
Yeah, everybody gets old.
Correct.
Some people age better than others.
That's right.
You know, so.
Not to say that he didn't age well. I'm just saying I forgot his name. I just know Morris Chestnut. Chestnut.
Well, he was more. He was in a lot more things in the younger days. You know what I mean? So he has his shows he's on now. But I still think he's all right, man. That's dark chocolate right there.
Oh like, you know, you don't have to be a 10. You don't have to be a Denzel Washington or Morris Chestnut, but you gotta bring something. But I agree with you. I feel like a relationship, for me, it has to, the other things weigh out better than the looks, because at the end of the day, your looks is not gonna love me. It's not gonna show me affection. It's not going to help build me up as a person. Like, yes, we're gonna look good in a picture, but baby, that's what they make filters for.
No one knows what's behind that picture.
Well, it's like, at the end of the day, it's like, you know, when you've dated, you know, and you have this checklist, right? You want your man to be fine. You want him to have the money. You want him to have the house. You want him to have the cars. And it's just like, is that really going to make you happy? Because I've been with people that has had all of those things, and I still was miserable. I still was sad. I did not get what I deserved. So it's like, at the end of the day, it's like, little Joe down the street don't even have to be a 10. He could be a little 8, and he don't even have the most money, and he's willing to treat it. When I say willing to freaking worship the ground you walking on,
and that's what the importance is. And I
feel
feel
like
like
work towards that. We can work towards getting you the job that you want.
Building
We can build together. But it's just like you said, when a man is this type of way, he has everything. It comes with a certain level of cockiness. He feel like he don't have to treat you this way because it's just like like he can have any girl you want, but baby, I'm the prize too.
Exactly. And these men, they consider themselves high value men. That is where the terminology of high value men I have an issue with, because I feel like, yes, you have these particular attributes, but the value in a man also depends on your character and how you treat others. It's not just your accolades. It's not just your degrees or your occupation or whatever type of car you drive. The value of a man is the value of a person, the substance. And with that being said, if you consider yourself a high value man, you should know how to treat a woman as well. What thoughts do you have on being a high value man? Because I know with Be the Model, The Great Debate, Kicking It with Key, a lot of our topics is about relationships, and being a high value man is what a lot of it boils down to. So what does that definition or terminology mean to you?
Well, to me, high value man means, first of all, you've put in the work to be at that level.
Okay.
You know, meaning you've established something. You're not living with your parents.
Okay.
You know, you have some property. You have a career.
Okay.
You know, some long-term money, investments. You know what I mean?
So you adulting.
Well,
correct.
Yeah.
And then
you know your worth. You know.
Yeah, that's important.
You got to know your worth, because a high value man is not just going to accept any kind of woman. You know what I mean? Because you had a different value. Just because you're a pretty girl, but let's say you're working at McDonald's, you ain't really got nothing. If I'm high value, that's not really in my lane. You got different.
But what?
That's not in your lane.
Well, wait,
because you got to bring something to the throne.
Wait, I want to hear what Quail got to say.
Correct. Yes, you may be correct. However, if I'm working at McDonald's, right, and I meet a high value man, at the end of the day, I'm going to lean on to him to motivate me, for one, to do better.
That's possible.
I want to build with him for him to help guide me and to take me somewhere. So you mean to tell me because I'm working at McDonald's, you're not gonna give me a chance?
Check it out.
But if you was working at McDonald's and you would want me to give you a chance.
You gotta know your place. You gotta know your place. Listen.
No.
Listen.
Okay, go ahead, because I got something to say.
Wow.
If you're 17, 18, 19, 20, and you working at McDonald's.
All ages work at McDonald's.
Okay.
Just
what if I'm the manager though?
Exactly.
What if I'm like a general manager of a McDonald's? You won't make me
now you're adding more into it. Now you're bringing something else. Okay, now you're the manager.
But you're automatically writing that person off because you see them at McDonald's.
Well, listen, it's not about writing. It's not about writing anybody off. It's about standards. So you're saying if a woman doesn't make a certain amount of money, then you're probably not going to be interested. You have to bring something to the table.
Because she has a job though. It's not like she's
now
not
if you have
working.
a job, if it's not little coins and little pennies, and it can bring something to the table, then okay. Because mind you, relationships.
You're not admiring her for actually having a job and actually going to. Because you're saying she got to bring something to the table as if she's not working. You're acting like she's standing on the corner saying, help me, give me $1. Well, she's actually at her place of work.
The key word we're talking about is high value man. Now, if you're a dude struggling, that might be your best mate. Both of y'all struggle together. You work at Taco Bell, he work at McDonald's, whatever it is. Y'all put it together and do your little fast food income, whatever it is. But when you're dealing with someone making six figures, high value, he got something going on. I believe a high value man wants a queen kind of bringing something towards that level.
Similar.
Now we can bring the same way Jay-Z got with Beyonce. Jay-Z didn't go get any chick off the street. You know what I mean? He got someone to bring something to his empire or bring to her empire.
But everybody's story is different. So you feel like every man needs to align their relationship based on what Jay-Z has done. My thing is when I worked at KFC, because I have worked at KFC before.
Everybody got to start somewhere.
Exactly. I worked at KFC and it was never no man that did not take the opportunity to talk to me and not just be intimate, not just be intimate with me, because we know any man will see a pretty girl and want to be intimate with them. I'm talking about men that actually like, I want to be your old man. Yeah. I want to get to know you. I want to this and that. So I don't agree when you say when a woman or when anyone, it can even be a man, to say that you work in this particular occupation and for that reason I'm not going to talk to you anymore. No,
that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, of course, if you're working at McDonald's, I mean, the first conversation is an attraction.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
You're going to be coming to McDonald's every day for a 10-piece nugget to see my face.
Because I'm like,
high value man.
You be like, damn, she fine.
Correct, because men like you, I be knowing your order by heart. I already be knowing when I see your car pull up.
So seeing that's a plus for you.
Correct.
Because now you can bring them in. But then after we start communicating, conversating, get to know you, then personality, mentality, and I got to see what's your goals and ambitions.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
I concur
now,
with
if you just feel like you're just going to ride this coattail just on your looks only and don't really have any future plans, you just say, hey, I look pretty. I just want you to take care of me. And I'm not looking for another child.
Well, I have a question.
I already have 3 kids. I'm not looking for a 4th.
Okay. I have a question because you're saying, all right, when you pull up and you see her and you be like, damn, she pretty.
First he said he wasn't going to talk to her.
First he said he wasn't going to talk to her.
Now he going to talk to him. But now he going to talk to him. Okay.
When you pull up, you like, damn, she pretty.
Yes.
All right.
I'm gonna be like, why is she working at McDonald's? That's the first thing I'm thinking.
The first line of communication is attraction, right?
Yeah.
So you will have value men, right?
Yeah.
And you see her, you see me working or whatever. Are we gonna get past that for you to know what my mind is? Are you gonna be able to give me a chance? Because you automatically writing me off because I'm working at McDonald's.
Well, let me rewind. I'm not gonna write you off completely.
I want to know why? How do we get to the next step?
We were talking about checks and balances.
So he's talking about pretty privilege.
We were talking about checks and balances. Checks and balances, and we were talking about.
Yes, we talking about pretty privilege, which is a real thing.
I don't have a good paying job, but I look good.
So that brings it up a little bit. It's balances. It's like a video game level. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Give you a chance.
Now, if your looks are not on par.
Yeah, then girl, hurry up and give me my change.
What about if I give you a whole year supply of food?
No, I don't need that.
No.
Come to McDonald's. They ain't gonna do that. They ain't gonna do that. So
see, that's what we were talking about. How looks gives you advantages in different areas. That's just life.
Yeah, I feel like it's number one, pretty privilege is real. There have been many opportunities that I know that pretty privilege is real and I use it. I use it to my advantage, and I feel like if you,
especially at work,
yes, correct,
especially at work,
church, school,
especially at work.
Wherever, I don't care. I'm gonna use it. If there's an opportunity, I'm going to use it because men really go off their eyes and what they see. And honestly, quite frankly, just being pretty in society definitely pushes you ahead.
Yes, it does.
I mean, it just is what it is.
Like you said, it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. Like you can look it up. It's research on it. Like you can argue with me, fight with me all you want.
Prettiest woman at the front desk or at the the easier jobs.
You get promoted easier. People look out for you, more opportunities and stuff like that. So with that being said, if you pretty, you winning. If you're not pretty, you can win with other things.
Hey, if you're not pretty, work hard at it, man.
Get the bag, sis.
Yeah, work hard at it. You do a little. What they got? Little surgeries.
But we all
now?
Beautiful in our own way. We're all beautiful in our own way.
Nowadays,
they got some surgeries now.
Listen,
you can get it done.
It's the pretty privilege, but it's also how the body looking too. Nowadays, men ain't even really, it depends because sometimes they don't even look at this no more.
That body banging.
This be the second thing they look at. They looking at the body. As soon as you walk in, they looking at the body. Yeah. I went somewhere the other night and I can't even tell you how I just watched the men stand up at the door. They didn't even look at nobody in the face. It was just like this.
But the butt.
The ass. It's all in what the body looks
like.
So does butt size matter?
Of course.
Now, I don't know because I got a little booty in.
Hey, now we got to see you from the front.
And my little booty brain pressure.
If we're in the club,
big pressure, baby.
Big pressure.
You don't even have to see how that face look like. You just looking at the body like, damn, who's that? And you gonna work your way all the way over there.
Why are men so superficial?
You might get shocked when you turn around. You might be like, but depending, you might still work with it.
But you know what's so crazy? Because a girl will be not even it here, but because she got that body, y'all will
attack.
What it is,
like ready to go home.
Men want eye candy. Yeah. Believe it or not, dudes like when niggas look at their chick. You know what I mean? They might act like they don't, but when you with a chick, if nobody looks, you like,
it's something that I feel like when you know that these niggas be like, damn, I want to fuck that bitch, but they can't. Right? Because of yours.
So you like that shit,
right? I like that. It's like stroking your ego. It just does.
You walking with that girl, she in heels, ass tight. You walking.
Yes, you just nobody turn their head. You in there feeling like $1,000,000. You like, I got the baddest bitch.
But you got some chick. Everybody just walking by.
It's just like this confidence. You
don't even want to hold their hand no more.
I can relate so much because not try to toot my horn, but when I do walk into a building, I don't try to be.
Correct.
I don't try to be. It's just like my whole freaking presence just takes over the room.
Yeah. That's what you call je ne sais quoi. It's the it factor.
Listen, I'm not trying to be meanest in the most humblest way.
And it is what it is.
When I go in, I own a room and I don't even try. Like, I really don't even try. Like, the other day, my friends and I went to like an R&B thing. Yeah. And when I tell you, my friends got the biggest ass compared to me.
That's how I be.
And them niggas was like, we don't see them.
That's how I be.
When I walked in, the lady was like, you got to pay $300 to get in. I said, for what? She was like, you just look like money. And when I tell you I ain't have on nothing but a little $10 outfit from Forever 21.
Exactly.
But because of my confidence,
your presence, your poise. Listen, yes, it all make a difference. It definitely all make a difference. Yeah. I swear. I can be at a strip club where all the women are naked and the men be like, "What's up?"
Correct.
And it's like you don't see this woman right here literally shaking it in your face. But
it was crazy because the guys were throwing their money at me.
Mm-hmm. Then it'd be like,
"Don't throw it on stage.
Put it on my hand. Put it on my hand."
It wasn't. They wasn't even throwing no money on the strippers, and I'm like, I don't work here. They was like, I know, but you look good as fuck, and I want to throw it on you.
I love it.
I got a couple coins.
Oh, I love being pretty. It really is a blessing. Now, some days
it's a blessing now.
Yeah, some days I ain't gonna lie. Some days I look ugly, I feel ugly, but majority of the time when I step out my house, it's a pretty privilege.
I'm gonna slay.
Got to.
Gotta use them blessings, man. The same way tall person, short person, you just blessed.
Correct.
What you got.
Correct. So our next topic before we get into something a little bit more serious, how y'all feel about giving y'all partner a hall pass? Someone asked me about taking breaks in a relationship, and do you think you should give your person a hall pass? You know, a moment where you say, you know, babe, we done been together X amount of time. Before you cheat on me, I'm going to approve. I'm going to give you a coupon and say, go out and do whatever you're going to do. And then after you use this coupon, you got to be faithful again. Have y'all ever done that? Or do y'all believe that that is something that relationships should start doing?
She jumped into it.
At first, I did not believe in that. But because of how society is built today, it's like everybody's cheating. Women, men, everybody is cheating. Right now, it's safe to say we all need to have an open relationship because even after the hall
get your top
pass,
3 and settle down.
Listen, even after hall pass, they still have this mentality. Well, she let me get away with this one time, so I can do it this time and that time, and she gonna forgive me. But if I knew what I knew back then, what I just went through and prior, I probably would have been more open to the hall pass because I was so set on, no, I don't want my man to do this. I don't want my man to do this. I want you to be faithful. Why can't it just be me? If I would have given those hall passes, we probably
would have been together right now.
We probably would have been together. My other relationships probably could have still been going on to today. Right. But because in my mind, I was so set on, I don't want my man to cheat on me. It's just like, I kind of reevaluated everything, and I'm just like, I wish I would have, but things work out the way it's supposed to be, so you can learn certain things.
Correct.
If I would have never been there, to the day, I probably would never know the lessons that I know now.
Right.
Exactly.
So it's like, now I would say yes. I would, communicate with my partner and say yes. I will give you a pass because they're gonna do it anyway.
Correct.
So I'd rather you come to tell me. So we could work it out, talk it out, so we could figure out what way. But
so you can be hall passing too.
Yeah, but like now it's just like I could do it, babe, but you can't do it because you don't want no nigga to touch me. But it's okay for a bitch to be all up on you, though.
Exactly. And every time they want a threesome, it's to bring another woman in, not bring another man in.
Correct.
Well,
let's bring your homeboy, baby.
Well, this is it.
The one that I should have chose.
Hey.
Or the one that's already in my inbox waiting for me and you to break up.
The one that be talking about, bro, I don't know why you be letting bro do you like that. Now,
we know how men are, so giving us a pass, right? You still feel like your man is in control. Even if he's with another woman, like he knock her down, but you still feel like he's the man in the situation, he's in control. He's not really, because man, we don't really, he can do that, come back to you and still be cool. But once you start letting your female getting dicked down by other niggas,
what?
These are lions. Like men are wolves and lions, and your female is like like the lamb or whatever. Let's say so.
No.
They're not just coming to smash.
It's always
They're not coming just to smash. Them dudes is coming to take what's yours.
It's always a double standard.
Yeah, correct.
They coming to take what's yours.
Because they're gonna put their best foot forward.
So that's
baby.
why we not like and all these niggas trying to smash your chick because they gonna take your chick. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and they will.
So
if you're slacking, they definitely will take your chick. But if you doing what you're supposed to do, and you use your.
But I do feel like our conception or perception of monogamy is what we've been taught. You know what I mean?
Correct. I agree.
If you read in the Bible, it was polyamorous, it was polygamy at first. You know what I mean? All those kings had different wives. This is all in the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
David, Solomon. You know, here in today's society, you know, because most people can't afford that lifestyle anyway.
Yeah,
they bring it down. They bring it down to monogamy. But is monogamy really working? That's a question. I don't think
it's natural in my opinion.
It's a lot of monogamy. It's like you're forcing yourself. Anything you have to force yourself to do isn't really natural.
Yeah,
if you look at all animals,
just one person.
all animals in the animal kingdom is all polygamy. Yeah, they have different. You know, a lion have different females. He had kids with all. You know, so we're like forcing ourselves to be monogamous based on what we're being taught, based on society. But society is changing. The society has changed now. Back then, what do you call it? Homosexuality was considered whatever. Now it's everybody has their own gender. Their own,
more free.
You know. So I believe the same thing goes with sexuality and monogamy.
So are you giving her, because you said all that to say, you ain't say nothing. Are you giving her a pass? You giving her a pass? You giving your old lady a pass?
Well, I think we got to do a vetting system. You know what I mean? The hall pass.
You don't need to know who I'm using my pass on.
The hall pass ain't going to be Pookie Ray Ray.
Because you know, men that was raised on Section 8 have the best stuff. So it's gonna be Pookie.
Hey, what I said, when you only got,
it's gonna be Pookie.
When Pookie only has one thing to work with, money ain't right, this ain't right, so he gonna make damn sure the sex game is right, because that's how he gonna get you.
Well, that's why Pookie gonna be chosen.
Well, listen. Pookie might pick me up off my feet as soon as I walk through the door. Something you ain't doing.
You want a hall pass? So it's like, you gonna be with Dexter, the little Poindexter in the corner.
No, baby, no.
Have a little fun.
So I get to choose your person. Exactly.
Well,
you don't believe in hall passes, or you believe in double standard? You get a hall pass and a woman don't.
Well, one thing I believe in is fairness. I'm all about fairness in relationships.
But when I just said, "Can I pick your woman?" you gave me a triple blink.
Well, because I'm gonna want what I want.
Exactly, and I'm gonna want what I want, which is Pookie.
But I do believe in fairness. Like there's people to me who have cheated on their woman, and guys that I know, and they like, but if my woman cheated on me, I would just get rid of her.
Correct.
But I'll be like,
no, they wouldn't. No, they wouldn't.
But I tell them, look,
they gonna sit and cry and be hurt about it and accept her back.
I said like someone I've been cheated on before. But I wasn't quick to dismiss her.
Exactly.
Because I know I wasn't perfect. Well, I know I wasn't perfect as well. And if you've forgiven me for shit I've done, correct. How is it cool that as soon as you fuck up, I kick you to the curb? I believe we all are human.
Well, you know, it's very much true because, you know, my last relationship, you know, I accepted a lot of things. I gave it a lot of, you know, hall passes. Not really behind my back, of course.
Behind your back hall pass?
Yeah, behind my back, of course. But I've forgiven a lot of things. I still stayed through a lot of things. And they will always tell me, but if you do this, I'm gone. And I never really understood it because it's like,
it's the double standard.
It's the double standard. If like, it's just like, if I do the same thing that you did in public, you flaunting another girl, embarrassing me. But if I do it, that's the end of the world.
But see, that's why you have to do it first. That's what I want women to take from this today.
But you know, sometimes women, we are emotional creatures.
Yes,
so it's just like, you know, you be in your feelings, your man come to you, you just be like, okay, I ain't gonna do you like that, daddy. I don't wanna embarrass you, you know, making him manipulate you in some type of way. But then you behind my back with Keisha, y'all at the flea market, daddy done seen you and everything, it could come back to me. Right. But me, I gotta sneak, I wanna hide behind closed doors because I don't wanna tarnish your reputation and all of that. But you out here embarrassing me.
Well, the thing is, I think how women are looked at is different. Believe it or not,
because they feel changing. Like women are a lock and men are the key. I don't believe in that. I believe men are the lock and the women are the key. Because y'all can't change y'all key.
But what I'm saying is,
I think and adjust to whatever, whenever, whatever size. It's y'all that's stuck with one thing. So all that women are the lock, men are the key. The key supposed to no, baby boy.
But what I'm saying is,
no, baby boy, I got the master key.
Hey, what I'm saying is, men are not really frowned upon.
For cheating.
For having a lot of females.
They not.
They feel like, damn, this dude is a boss.
Yeah, he get all the H's.
But
he
got
all the
no one really like, damn, she got all these bodies. which y'all don't really.
All these bodies. I'm 32, baby.
You know,
I'm 32. I'm not.
You bodied up, dropping bodies left and right.
Get me body. Get your body. Get my body. Where my Beyonce made that song for no reason. I'm grown. I'm an adult, and I'm not up here trying to say, oh, well, I'm only gonna have sex with 3 people because I don't want to look like I'm bodied up.
That's correct.
I'm a grown woman. I'm a grown woman. So no.
As long as you keep it tight, man. You know, because. Too much, hey, right? Too much body, that thing ain't even a keyhole no more.
If an 8, 10, 12 pound baby can slide through and still hold a tampon, don't tell me nothing about no muscles. We got the strongest muscle on the human body. Study anatomy, baby. So one thing about that, make sure it's tight. Make sure your thing is big enough, baby.
No,
make sure it's big enough.
No, but don't be having
a. Make sure it's big enough. Make sure it's big enough first, and then because I feel like men be always talking about a woman thing got to be tight, but if you got the Vienna baby, it ain't nothing gonna be tight to you. You know how much muscle that take. You know how much muscle that take.
Yeah, but that is true. Like when the guys have all these females, they're like, damn, that nigga always had. He is considered to be the man, but as soon as you find out this girl done fuck X, Y, and Z, she a hoe, she a thought, or don't talk to her, she don't. But it's like the double standard.
It's not really, because what do we think of when we think of women? We think of a mother. We think of childbearing. We think of your womb as
but y'all ain't thinking about that when y'all cheating.
Why we not thinking about that as men? For me,
why y'all ain't thinking about that when y'all cheating?
That's a downplay for men to say when you think about a man that the first thing you're not thinking of is a father and this, and that. What is the first thing you think about when you think about a man?
A provider, a protector, a warrior. Now,
but
y'all ain't thinking about all of that when y'all cheating though.
No, y'all need to be a father.
A hunter. So we hunters. You know what I mean? So
y'all need to focus on fathering. Focus on fathering.
Well,
listen, you ain't thinking about me being a mother, me being a queen.
None of that when you doing. Exactly.
Because you ain't my queen.
We thinking of women being a mother or queen or this or that.
Everybody has their crown. Okay, every woman is a queen, so it doesn't even matter.
We're not giving out crowns that easy now.
Oh no! If you're a black and you're a woman, you get an automatic crown.
Hey, you got to earn that crown.
You get an automatic crown.
Oh wow!
Just like a man got to earn his, I believe. If you want to stand tall,
I feel like you automatically get it.
Every guy,
you can't just be. Not every guy is not a king. You can't say
every guy is a king.
If that's the case in real life, you had to be a king. A king comes with something. It comes with something behind it. It comes with respect. It comes with success. Yes. You can't be a crackhead. Ain't doing nothing for you wrong, robbing on the street, in jail out every day, and I'm a king. What are you a king of?
No, I feel like you are automatically given that right, but through life, like your stones, you lose your crown. Stones get falling off, it get tarnished and stuff like that, based on your character, how you move in life, your choices, your decisions, so on and so forth. So yes, I can agree with you. I feel like every man is not a king, and maybe every woman does not exemplify queen behavior. But I feel like off the gate, everybody. I don't want to say everybody even had that opportunity because we all wasn't raised the same. But as far as individualism, once you get to that decision or that point in life where you can make your own decisions, your own plans, goals, and stuff like that, that's when it determines whether you a king, queen, peasant, servant, or clown, or the gesture.
Correct.
Okay.
That's how I'm feeling about it.
Like that.
So now we're going to get into something a little more serious. And I feel like it's only right that we talk about it, being that I bring up hot topics and current events on the show. So
I like your outfits, by the way, too. Just had to say it.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
No stylist.
Yeah, lifestyle, no stylist. We just do what gotta be done.
Outfits, hair, you see, that's that queen shit.
We do our own hair. We do our own makeup. We just do what gotta be done. Nice. You know, this is real queen SHIT right here.
Props, man.
Right. So listen, I'm sure that you guys know about it, but if not, there was a recent tragedy a few weeks ago, last week or 2 weeks ago, with Travis Scott at his concert, and I think it has claimed 8 to 9 lives. Yesterday, one was confirmed. The young lady, she passed away because she was considered brain dead. And there's a lot of fingers being pointed. He's being sued. I think he has over 50 lawsuits right now. He's currently being ripped from different performances. And a lot of people is saying that it's Travis's fault, and some people feel otherwise. How do you guys feel about the recent tragedy? Do you guys feel like Travis is to blame for the travesty that took place?
I definitely don't feel he's to blame.
Yeah.
And a lot of times when things like this happen, I wonder if it's a setup. I wonder if someone is like, hey, let's cause a commotion,
right?
You know, and cause a fiasco and make something happen, and then try to like come at this dude for whatever reason he's had things go wrong in the past. But an artist who's on stage, focusing on his music, focusing on his performance, how in the world do you expect him to crowd control what's going on in these crowds based on what kind of crowd you have?
And we're talking about,
correct.
We're talking about
hundreds of thousands of people. Yeah.
So it's like I can only see as far as these few roles.
Correct.
Being a performer or entertainer on stage.
Correct.
So, and there was a actual clip that resurfaced where he did stop the performance, and
yes,
he did say someone he sent over security. This guy fell out, and he did instruct the crowd to move back to give that person an opportunity to get air and stuff like that. So I do feel like where he could see, he was able to get some type of assistance there.
Correct.
Now, when we're talking about crowd control, these people that go to attend these concerts, it's thousands, hundreds of people. So they're jumping up and down. They're, it's so
they're
much
under the influence.
They're under the influence. It's just crazy down there. So it's like at the end of the day, I can be an entertainer. I can hire so many securities, but it's only so much crowd control we can really do. We're going to outnumber. How can you really staff that many people to control that many people?
Exactly.
And that's what I was going to say. I feel like number one, Travis' position at that performance was to be a performer.
Exactly.
He has a team of people that is delegated to certain tasks. Correct. You have security. You have the people at the gate to make sure that you have paid. You got the people that's inside to make sure that the bathrooms are clean, to feed people food at the concession stand. You got the producer. You got all these different people that are supposed to carry out a specific delegation. And my thing is, if you have ambulance there, you have policemen there, you have security there, this is not your first time. This is not the first time in history that there was a festival of 50,000 people or however many people were there.
Correct.
So when this was being set up, when you have to get permits, when you give them the amount of people that are supposed to be there, you should have the proper staff or adequate staff.
Right.
We should also make sure that those people are doing what they're supposed to do, and make sure that they are looking for certain things and triggering or alarming people when things are taking place. And I feel like Travis should not be responsible for that. Me as a rapper,
I don't think so.
I have performed in buildings as small as 10 by 10 square foot, and I still can't see everything.
Yeah.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because when you're performing and you're in
zone
the
out.
moment,
Tunnel vision.
yes, you're not necessarily looking at the crowd.
Wow.
You're more so just like in the vibe,
zone
you
out.
singing, you kind of zoned out. And I'm saying that from a performer's point of view. I have performed for 20 people I have opened up for Mulatto, Trina. It probably was 10,000 people there, or 20,000. I don't know how many. And I'm going to tell you, each time I see the same amount of people.
Yeah.
Like who I probably see as soon as I walk on and walk off. I'm not really focused on performing, making sure this person eat, making sure this person not. Because what are we doing here?
Exactly.
Correct.
And I believe
the staff was very outnumbered by the crowd itself, because even if you have all of those people that you named and they have a certain task to, tackle, it's only so many security guards that you're gonna have to that you're gonna staff anyways.
Yeah.
When you hire a security company, even if it does come with the venue, they're not giving you 100 security guards.
Correct.
They're not giving
and I
you
feel like when they stormed the
paramedics
gate, they should have
outside the gate.
Correct.
Like, let's be realistic.
Well,
here.
people have to take responsibilities for their own actions, which nobody wants to do.
Correct.
If you in the crowd and you're the idiot who wants to jump up and start
Yes.
throwing shit or smoking some shit that's getting everybody high or doing whatever, you have to take that responsibility. Don't blame that on the artist.
Correct.
When we go to a crowd, when we go to a event, we have to know how to conduct ourselves.
Correct.
You don't see this happening at different kind of like Christian festivals or whatever, because that's the kind of people who's coming. So when we come to these rap concerts, we got to put in our head, bro, let's go enjoy this shit. You know what I mean? Let's not go tear it up.
Yeah, but with his type of music, raging, mosh pits, that is the norm with the type of crowd that he targets.
Thank you.
So that's why I feel like they should have upped the ante. Also, they have
security?
said on security or what have you, because they also said that Travis has been in trouble before for, agitating the crowd, like telling them, forget security, do whatever, make sure y'all mosh pit, y'all jump up and down, whatever, basically condoning what the crowd was doing. But I feel like in this case, that was out of his control.
He didn't do that.
He did not do that, and it was out of his control. And I feel like at the moment that I saw the video where thousands of people was bum rushing security. At that moment, it should have been cut then, because it was out of control. It was chaotic. Things were all out of control, and they were not able to control however many people was running it. It should have been shut then.
Pertaining to the individuals who are trying to sue and who are involved in it. Some of these individuals are the ones who actually was causing the chaos.
Correct.
But you can't cause no chaos. You start this fire, but now you want to blame the police. You want to blame Travis. You want to blame whatever. You got to blame yourself sometimes.
Yeah,
correct.
You know what I mean?
And at the end of the day, it's all about money. So it's like I'm not gonna sue the security that's not probably gonna be able to give me anything. I am going to sue Travis, who is able.
None of the security are being sued, or the police, or anything.
I want to sue Travis, who has the money, that's a millionaire, that's going to be able to pay me.
Yeah. Correct.
So, and there was another video of a someone who actually attended the concert, and he was venting how it felt like hell. And I want to go back. Yeah, it felt demonic. And I want to go back to what you were saying, because you were like, you already know the entertainer you're going to see.
Exactly.
You already know what type of show he puts on. You already know what type of music he actually is into. So
why even go?
Why even go? You know he's going to put on a show where it's going to feel like hell, because 9 out of 10, you listen to his music, it's not like a melody, like the soft side. Yeah. You know the type of entertainer you're going to see.
And that's like going to a rock and roll concert saying why they broke their guitar. Like, that's a part of the culture.
You are expected to know these things before you even enter the building. And then it was another thing where someone said, I think a 9-year-old, they said, why was a 9-year-old at this
that's a good question.
concert anyways?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
A good question.
Why was a 9-year-old? For one, it goes back to you got to know what you're doing. I know the type of entertainer I'm going to. Is this a kid-friendly show? No, it's not. This is not Disney on the Ice. Yeah. I'm not bringing my child to that type of event. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. Correct. So, and if my child really looks up to that individual, I'm going to make sure that we're in a safe space, because you got to know who your child is listening to, what type of crowds he brings. So if I know that you listening to Travis Scott and like this show Idol, whatever, it got to be the right setting. Backstage pass or something.
It got to be the right setting.
Yeah, you can't be in a crowd where they smoking, pushing each other, mosh pit, and that's not safe for a 9-year-old at all. So my heart really truly goes out to those that lost their family members. Honestly, no matter who's to blame, it's just it's a sad case. I feel like it's sad for those that lost their lives, that got hurt, for those that experienced it, couldn't help people, for the personnel that was there, and also for Travis as well too, because I'm sure when he stood on that stage, that was not his intent for people to lose their lives, for souls to be lost at his event.
I agree.
So that takes me to my next topic, our health topic of the day. It's called music therapy. A lot of times I have seen documentaries where music therapy has been making such an impact that they have put it inside of hospitals. They put it for physical therapy for clients, people that suffer with autism, disabilities.
Brings back memories.
Yes, it brings back memories and stuff like that. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that, since we were talking about Travis. Music is very important. It helps you with your physical being and your mental being. Physically, it helps lower your blood pressure. It helps with your respiratory. It helps relax your muscles, and it helps improve your breathing. With your mental, it helps reduces stress. It alleviates emotional and behavioral issues. So I wanted to talk to you guys to see what type of music do y'all listen to, like when y'all in a certain mood. Like if you like depressed or sad or in a cleaning mood, in a feel good mood, like who do you listen to? What type of music? What artist? What album do you recall? Since we're talking about music therapy.
Well, I've always used music therapy in my life based on I am a musician. So
you are?
Yes, I am.
Really? What you play?
Keyboards, guitar, piano, all that stuff. So,
that's what. Okay, it's all making sense.
So growing up, I mean, I used to be only producing as well. I produced a lot of hip hop groups when I was about 18, 19. I was heavy in the game in the music business, and I kind of fell off.
Interview you on my next show.
Yes.
I'm just playing.
So depending what mood I was in, even if I was in a sad mood, whatever, I would get on the piano and play, and it would kind of like release stress as well. Yeah. And when it comes to music I listen to, you know, you kind of want to listen to music that's going to get you out of something. Like, because if you can be in a bad mood, but let's say if you keep listening to love songs that are like talking about that bad mood, you might fall even deeper into that.
Correct.
You know,
correct.
Start feeling even sadder. So you got to pick and choose what kind of songs, you know what I mean? Yeah. And pick and choose different artists that's going to get you up out of it. I used to listen to a lot of Tupac growing up. You know, that used to be my go-to dude because he had so much different songs on different subjects that'll help you. You know what I mean? If it was a song that you want to be like, man, forget this chick, you could put on different songs that's like that. You know what I mean? So you got to pick and choose. And music definitely can get you out of a feeling. It can. And it can take you back.
Or put you in one, too.
Or put you in one as well.
Yes.
So you got to pick your poison. The wrong song will take you down the wrong, you know.
That is true. That is true.
Well, myself, I'm not into the R&B. I like a lot of rap. However, as of lately...
Wait, when is your birthday?
September.
Oh, September what?
20th.
Okay, so
you
what
rap?
are you?
No, I don't rap.
Oh.
I'm a Virgo.
Oh, you a Virgo. Okay.
Okay.
Virgo vibes.
As of lately, I've been listening to a lot of oldie goldies. Yeah. I've been listening to a lot of Betty Wright, a lot of Denise Williams, like those old songs my mama used to put the window up
songs are good.
And get the cleaning up and get the cleaning up. As of lately, even getting ready to go out to the club and stuff like that or dinner, I've been playing those songs because it brings back memories of my childhood. When, like I just said, when my mom used to put up the window, cleaning the house, airing it out, and I remember it just made me feel so free and liberated. So it's like I find myself doing that a lot lately. Even getting in the car, I used to just turn on my hip hop and just be like, you know, getting in there with my Future, my Drake, you know, all those good people. But as of lately, I just like how the oldie gold has been making me feel. Like, it just been making me feel very comforting.
And I agree with that too.
It's just like, you know, and even, you know, after my last situation, I listened to a lot of R&B that could have put me in a mood. But honestly, like, if you really don't have nobody to talk to, it's for me, I listen to those songs because I'm like, damn, somebody else went through that.
Right.
I don't need to talk to X, Y, and Z because
you
sang that song with your heart and soul. You be like,
Kelly, Kelly Price.
Yes.
Like, it makes me feel like
I
wasn't alone in a situation. I had somebody that went through the similar things that I've been through, and it just made me feel. It didn't really put me in a but there was times in my life where it did make me cry when listening to certain songs. But you know, certain situations, you get up out of that and you just listening to your something that you must know.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Keep going.
That you must
it just makes me feel like I'm waiting on you. I've been waiting on you.
Right.
You know, it just
Y'all might as well get into a little duet, man. I hear that harmony.
Different songs put you in different moods, but as of lately, I've been listening to everything, and it just makes me feel good. I haven't been in a sad place.
Right.
I guess I'm just,
and that's a blessing.
I guess I'm finally in a place in my life where I can say that I'm happy. And I never thought being single and alone would have, because I was always scared to be by myself.
Because I feel like being single really doesn't equate to being alone, and I feel like that is.
And I'm okay with not talking to nobody because people think because you single, you may be talking to this person, that person, even though I am, but I don't, even though it's like I don't wake up with that feeling or that urge that I have to talk to this person. I'm okay at my house by myself and I don't have to speak to anybody.
Correct.
That's the mind space that I love it.
Being
like
content,
I feel
being
so
fulfilled.
Good. Like I feel good.
Because a lot of times a relationship brings stress to you. You know what I mean?
And a lot of times people be in relationships and be feeling alone. That's the worst thing.
And that was my last
being
situation.
single and feeling alone, that's so different.
Alone. I felt so alone. And this whole time I'm like, I was so afraid of maybe feeling that feeling, but I was in that relationship and feeling that feeling. And now I don't even have that feeling. Correct. Damn, I should have been single a long time ago.
Hello.
And it's not the fact that I want to do me. It's the fact that I should have broke free of that feeling. I done cried more than I ever cried in my entire life, honey. And I done smiled so much. And it's not the fact of I want to do me. It's because I am happy that I don't have that feeling no more. Amen. I don't have that dark cloud out over me. Nice. I don't have to go in the bathroom crying all the time. Like,
I'll be crying right there next to them, and they sleep, and they going to sleep, and I'm like, don't care.
Yeah, they sleeping real good.
Wake your ass up. You ain't finna be sleeping peacefully while I'm over here.
Right. No, but I agree with y'all 100%. I listen to a wide variety of music. If anybody was on my Instagram just a few days ago, I was listening to hard rock the other day. Like, I'm into heavy metal. I'm more so 90% hip hop, but I was raised up on Christianity, gospel music. It depends on my mood. For the most part, I like uplifting music.
Yeah.
I like music that's gonna like make me dance,
uplift you.
Yeah. But sometimes I get in those moods where I want to turn on some Ari Lennox when I'm cleaning up, have like some nice R&B going. Sometimes I get in my gospel little thing. I may want to shed a little tear or what have you. So I feel like music is very important. It definitely helps you get to the next moment. It's good for therapy. It can help release stress. And sometimes, you can take a moment to write some music. You don't always have to be a songwriter or a musician to write down your thoughts, maybe to a beat or whatever.
Correct.
Because I have a homegirl that like wrote a song, and she not a musician, she not a songwriter, she not trying to be a songwriter, but she heard a beat and she like wrote some stuff that she probably would have written down in a diary, and when she was done with that, she was kind of like done with that situation. So it can be therapeutic to make a little rap, do some little poetry or whatever.
I have a confession to make.
What? You was at home, girl?
Listen, no. I got a confession. I kind of high key. I always have this thought in my mind, like, dang, I need to rap. But I can't even rap. But in my mind, I'm like, I can listen to a song and I'll be like, damn, I'll rip that beat if somebody wrote it for me.
How you know you
never
can?
know.
You tried?
You never know until you put your mind to it.
Someone actually came to me and said, "You a rapper?" And I'm like, "Why?"
And you supposed to say,
they like, you got this whole.
If the city girls can rap, you can rap, man. Trust me, them girls.
But the city girls can rap now. The city girls can rap.
Carisha, please.
JT come with the bars, baby.
Yes, she does.
90% chance somebody's writing those lyrics, and on top of that, they can't even keep the beat. The easiest part.
I feel like now the society, anyone can make it.
That's why I said you could probably make it.
As long as you have the team
and the voice and the look. The look matters a lot now, especially I believe for female rappers.
Yeah.
If you have the look, that's what's selling. The look.
Yeah.
And you have that look. So if you have the voice that goes with it, and
we gonna see what we can do, y'all. We gonna see if we can write some rap so we can get on.
We might do a little duo, y'all. Don't know, maybe Boss Lady Key and Official Quell.
Coming
through for the one time.
We gonna see what we gonna do.
Right. So listen, that brings me to my question of the day, y'all.
That's what we waiting for.
Y'all ready? Drum roll. Put a drum roll on this, producer. Listen, question of the day. Now, we know men, just like he said earlier, men are supposed to be the providers.
They are.
They supposed to be the king. They supposed to take care of the palace and the castle. But let's just say the woman makes more money than her man. Should she be required to contribute more to the household than her man, being that she brings in more income? What you think about it, Quell? The official Quell. Let me turn this way because I don't even want to hear nothing. You already ready.
I was going to say, go ahead, Quell.
Listen.
Go, Quell.
Listen, I feel like, there are women that, are the breadwinners, But for me, if I'm the breadwinner, it ain't no limits to what I'll do for my man. If my man is doing right by me, all by means, I'm submitting, I'm doing everything, but he has to make me feel safe enough to do that.
Like that.
Now, I'm going to, get in where I fit in. If I'm gonna, do what I have to do. But if you laying in the house and thinking I'm finna go get the bread while you just sitting home just eating the bread,
that's not happening.
That's not happening with me. We gonna go get you a job, or you gonna go get you a job. We not finna say because I'm the breadwinner that you gonna get content and complacent with just being home.
Yeah.
That's not where it is. I don't mind doing what I have to do for the household as long as you are doing your part. Like, you're not gonna just freeload.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Because you have these men that, that feels like, oh, my old lady does this, so I don't have to get this type of job because she's going to bring in this money.
Right.
No, you need to go out and at least try to match me some type of way.
Right.
But then it all depends on the type of men and goes back to high level or high value.
Yes, because I feel like no matter how much money you make, the man still should be a determined, self-starter, self-motivated individual. That should want him to say, well, dang, babe, you making this amount of money, let me get $5K,
or at
let
least
me
be a
invest
hustler
in
or go get it. You don't necessarily have to have the job that I have, but as long as I can see that you're leaving out of here every day to try to make ends meet or some type of source of income for our household, that means the world to me.
Correct. Go ahead.
Well, I actually agree with you on that.
Would you if your woman made more money than you, would you let her pay majority of the bills?
Well, it's not. Well, every situation is different.
Okay, let's just say, for instance, I made $1 million this year, and you made 100,000. I made $1 million, you made 100,000, and I said, babe, I'm gonna pay all the bills this year. You gonna let me pay them all?
Well, let me speak on it.
Go ahead.
It all depends.
We listening.
Now, if you're a millionaire, like you say, you made $1 million, I made 100,000. Now, let's say different things cost different prices. So if something is impossible for me to pay, then you don't want your man to go out there and rob a fucking bank.
Correct.
But if I'm doing my best, going to work, making my $100,000 the best as I can, that's all I can do. But I'm gonna also bring other things to the table. I'm also bringing the fact that you got a man here, you got a protector, whatever shit needs to be fixed, all the hard labor, all the other stuff. As a man, I'm finna do that. You know what I mean? I'm finna ride with you and be there by your side.
So you're gonna be my security and my handyman.
But if it's some shit
what
that
you gonna do for me as my man?
Hey,
you gonna be protected and fix stuff. I can
and fix that ass too. Fix that.
But are you providing?
But I'm providing. That's what I said. I said protection.
No.
Because when you say protection, it handles stuff that are
cheating, not hurting that person.
Well, of course.
Because when a person say, "I want you to make me feel safe," it's just I want you to make me feel like what we have is sacred. That you're not willing to break what we
have. Safe. I don't need you to be my security. You only have that anyway.
Now I'm in a great situation, which is gonna maybe not cheat on top. Hopefully. Because now you got a chick who's making that kind of bread.
And ain't nobody gonna be able to do what she does.
Fine.
But we see that women that are millionaires get cheated on all the time.
Usually not by people who don't really got nothing. They usually get cheated by dudes who got their equal or higher.
Well, that's not true because they be fucking.
Show me a situation.
Well, that's not true because we have groupies and 9 out of 10 they're just Instagram models. They're not making what Beyonce is making. But guess what? You think Jay-Z ain't fucking no groupies? And they not even close to what Beyonce is making.
I'm talking about different. I'm talking about
making the same amount of money.
I'm talking about if
So that's why men like to be with a woman that make less than them, so they can keep that power. Because if they making less than a woman,
most times they can't cheat on them. Saying you pay the cost to be the boss. You know what I mean? So
okay, Key. What you think?
Oh my lordy lord! So this is me.
But if you're in a situation where you can't, like your situation, I still feel a man is still the man. You know what I mean? Just because you make him more than a man doesn't make him less of a man and make him not the man anymore.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, like I said, a man is a man. As long as he's on his grind, as long as he's doing, you know what I mean?
Like
when some shit happen, that house gets broken into or whatever, you're gonna look at your man for safety. Hey, what's going on? Go take care of this. Go check this. For the most part, you know what I mean? We got some females out there that's like a little too manly, but in most relationships, men are the men.
And I believe like women in that situation to where they are making more money than their spouse, they have this tendency to
belittle
them, treat them, because we saw it on the Tyler Perry movie where Gabrielle Union was making more money and she was putting the other guy away, but like it's just a sense of power. And I feel like that's what men too, like when you're up here and you just feel like it comes with this confidence, this cockiness. They feel like like I don't have to treat her this way because I got X, Y, and Z, so I could always get another girl.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
But also,
that leads me, go ahead.
Real quick, one thing. It's just also you have to like, when I said different lanes, it's going to come with different things.
Yeah.
So if you dead broke, but you trying to holler at a chick who's making all kind of money, even if you got her initially, it's going to come with problems because you're not really bringing much, and she's probably, like you said, is going to start belittling you, feeling like you whatever. So you got to up your game. I think both people need to up their game as much as possible.
So what she was saying, I feel like a woman would change depending on how the man treated her before she got the money. Like you were saying, you will go to war about your man. If he's treating you right, if he's treating you right, when you come up on that money, you're going to do what it takes to make sure that he's feels the way that he's been making you feel the entire relationship. But if he was not pouring into you the way that you were, then you're going to treat him like trash. So I said all that to say, because y'all, we running low on time. Listen, if I was to make it big in a rap game, in a podcast game, I'm going to make sure my man is straight, because he has made sure I was straight since 2009. I'm going to do what I got to do. But at the same time, you know, like, he just can't be like scratching his butt and saying like Kiki is a millionaire. He still got to, you know, be doing what he doing. Maybe he can start his own business if he don't want to work no more. But I always got my man back. I want to go around real quick. Official Quell, let us know where to follow you at, because we running low on time. Real fast.
Follow me on Instagram, you guys, the official _Quell.
Yes.
And I'm going to be doing lace installs.
Yes.
I am an aspiring model, so make sure you guys look out for me.
Yes.
Hit my DM if you guys want me to do any promo, if you guys want me to do any photo shoots, down videos.
All that good stuff. Listen, and we got the executive producer, Mr. Teddy J.
Hey, y'all,
this high value man. Go ahead.
Teddy J in the building. I'm executive producer of Be the Model Networks. We're building a great network of shows, TV shows, African Americans, Latin. You know, don't forget to follow The Great Debate. Check us out on interviews on Be the Model Podcast, and of course, Kickin with Key. We've enjoyed this season. This will be the season finale of the first season.
Yes.
And check us out on all platforms. Where we're going to be at Apple Music, Spotify, SoundCloud, and definitely tune in to the next season. It's going to be great. We're going to have more amazing guests. Key, we can't get enough of Key, watching her with her styles and her habits and how she's doing. We love it. The energy.
The energy there.
That it needs to give.
Oh, wow. Thank y'all so
we love it. We love watching Key. I love watching Key. That's why she's here.
Thank y'all. Listen, thank y'all so much for tuning in to Kicking It with Key. Thank y'all so much for giving me the chance, giving me the opportunity. I've been seeing the views. We went from 2,000 views to 4,000 to 5,000. I think our highest video almost got nearly 10,000 views. In total, we almost to like 50,000 views. So I really appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all stay tuned for season 2. Make sure y'all follow me at Kickin' It _ with Key. Also follow my main page, my rap page at Boss Lady _ Key. We got so much in store for y'all. Stay tuned, like, comment, follow, subscribe. We running late. We gotta go. Goodbye. See y'all later. Goodbye. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl Kiki. We just finished wrapping up the last episode of season 1. Did y'all enjoy this season? Yes. Y'all did? Listen, y'all gotta make sure y'all tune into this episode. This episode, you do not want to miss it. We're talking about women making more money than men. We're talking about hall passes and does size matter. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Also, make sure you stay tuned for season 2, because we coming bigger, badder, and better. Bye!
You can't let all the wrong stuff change you.
But yes.
You gotta let go. Sometimes you gotta let go.